You're all set.
Okay, call the meeting to order for the Historic Commission. Can we get a motion to adopt the agenda? Second. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, agenda adopted. Can we get a motion to approve of the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Have a motion, have a second.
I'll second the motion.
We have a second. All in favor? Okay, we have a minutes. All right, moving right along, we're going to 312 South Main Street. Come on up, please. And I just need you to state your name, your address, and then tell us what you want to do with the property.
Okay, Brittany Wellman, 312 South Main Street. We had, right before Christmas, had some stone fall off of the house that exposed a lot of like water damaged framing behind it. So the first two pictures show the damage that was done, and with all the weather we've had recently, I had to get that covered up to avoid any further damage. So what I tried to source formstone and have not been able to find a supplier. So I was able to, I work in construction, so I have a guy that I know that does siding. And so I'm proposing to put this natural clay cedar impression siding on to the three sides of the house as shown and highlighted in red. So the back side, and then the left elevation, and then also the a small portion on the, I guess, the right side throughout on the street. So what we've done so far is I had to remove the stone and get the framing redone to cover up all the replace all the rotted wood and get it weatherproof again. So with the weather, my siding, shore siding hasn't been able to get there quite yet, but it's planning to be there next week.
Which side won't be done? Like
The front facing, the street facing side is not going to be touched. And so there's only, and then most of the right elevation, if you're on the street, is not going to be touched. Only a very small portion will be.
Is there a picture of the cedar impression vinyl siding in here?
I just have the sample here.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe I missed it. Okay. Yes, I'm just curious.
So natural clay is the color, and
That this.
yes, right there. And so it's the one that matches most of the formstone and the grout now.
So none of the front would be done?
None of the street facing side now.
Can I ask how come you wouldn't just do the whole thing?
Money reasons.
Yeah.
So basically trying to tie it in together.
You think the back got the beating because of the exposure? That it gets more exposure than the main
Some of the
street?
stone had buckled, which had let, I honestly
water
don't
seep
know,
in.
yeah, had
Yeah,
let the water seep in, which in
And that
turn
started
made,
a little
correct.
domino effect, I guess.
So the other three sides, three full sides will be done and just the front would be?
So it's only,
Because I'm just looking at like
No,
all
I
these
know.
pictures, and it's hard to, like, there's not a whole picture of the house, so I
Yeah.
can figure out.
so it's about half of the left side is going to be removed, and then the full side, the only full side being resided is the back side.
So on the left and right,
This one right here, right, this one right here is, if I'm looking at the house, the left side of the house.
Correct. And it's not going down, I have highlighted, but the foundation underneath is brick, so it did not have to be removed. The stone did not have to be removed there.
so it's just going down, the left and right sides are both going all the way down just to the foundation?
Correct. Just on, and it's only about half of the side on the left, as it's a bump out, and then it bumps back in, and it bumps back out. It's just the first bump out.
So then the back bump out's going to be something different?
It'll be the formstone that's there.
Formstone back there, but then the front of it would be siding? Like the front half of it would be siding and then there's a
The
bump
front,
out?
yeah, there's, I wish I.
It's so hard to.
I know. I can try and find a better picture on my phone to show you, but there's two bump outs on the left side, and it's just the one bump out, almost like an accent, would be the siding. And the rest would be this form stone that is still there.
Go ahead, yes.
When you're standing, in front of it and like you're driving by, like you're in the road and driving by, what will you see going either way on the sides? If you're not changing the front, is it going to look uniform of one thing when you drive by?
I think so, because I think the rest of the left elevation is, hidden behind some landscaping and, not visible from the street, but it'll just be that first bump out on the left side that you'll see will be the siding. And then, on the right, you wouldn't see anything from, coming in from the street because it's back behind the carport, so it's inside the carport.
I wish you had another picture behind.
One thing I was going to say about this statement is landscaping isn't forever. The house will be there a lot
Yeah,
longer than the
yeah.
landscaping. In my visual, I'm just thinking if, you can't count on trees covering or things covering because that isn't how life works. So I think what I'm thinking too, that we want to see a uniformity. We don't want it to look like a patchwork house. You seem to feel comfortable with that, but because of the photographs, I can't really visualize that, That's why I'm asking these questions. If anybody else has any concerns.
You said the form stone, you can't get form stone.
Mhm.
I mean, I can appreciate that, but I just think it sounds patchy. Like, I just want it to look not pieced together like piecemeal. And it's so, I can't tell.
Like when you go back and get your present siding, they might say, we don't make that color anymore, which is unusual in the, as you know, the construction industry. That would only be my other thought. If something, I mean, how long is the cedar impression siding that one color? If you decided, oh, you know what, 2 years down the road, we really should go back and they've discontinued that color, because things like that happen too. Only because I've lived a long time. I've learned these things. Yeah.
Brittany, are you water sealed now, are you tight?
Yeah.
You are tight, oh good,
Okay,
okay.
so that is amazing. Is any way that a rendition of what it would look like, say from the front? When I rode by, you can see where it's come off a little bit. And if I could see, looking at it and see the cedar impression with the form stone, and I think the commissioners may see a better, if that could be, if you could get someone to do something like that. I just think it would give us a clearer vision to how it may tie together. I think I feel for you. I have a form stone house also, so I know if you have to replace it, it's not round anymore.
Yeah.
It's tough, very
Oyster
tough.
side or whatever, yeah, okay.
I had brought photos of old houses, an old house that has this color. And what I like about it is that it doesn't have the white along the corner. So I thought it would be a better option for an older home. This was my original thought. And this is the corner piece that they make to make it look
Unified.
unified. Because I think with everything going on, a simple corner would be better than having another color.
Well, I was gonna do AZAC on the corners and paint it to match the side.
But I think it gives you a cleaner look. I'll give you this.
Okay.
But, it's just too hard for us to be able to decide what it's gonna look
Because
like.
I think in your mind's eye, because you've thought about it for such a long time, you've got the whole vision. And for us, the first, trying to put the picture together, and we want to make sure you're happy and you have the one advantage of age sitting up here, of all of us experiencing a lot of different things, that what we hope things are going to be, as I said, any more than down the road, they say, oh, we don't make that color. Oh, I said, well, it's last year's. Well, that's an old color now, and it's gone. And we've had things like that happen in our house as well, just sharing that. Yeah.
Brian, you got any?
Things like that happen in our house as well, just sharing that. Yeah.
Brian, you got any?
I think we just need another picture. I mean, the cedar impressions might blend well, we just don't know. So my suggestion would be to get another picture before we make a decision. And if she needs to get something up right away, maybe we can have her email that to us.
Or we could meet again.
Yeah, I have no problem.
Yeah, I would
I'm
like.
sure
I'd
water's
like-
safe right now, that's important, that you're saying that water isn't an issue, that's huge.
But we don't have to wait a month.
No, I
A lot
don't
of
think
us
so.
are
I think
available.
enough of us could be available to sit here and take care of her, so she doesn't have to wait, don't you think?
How can we do a special meeting? here?
Oh, yeah, we've done it before, absolutely.
I figured as much, but I just,
I will check with Dave, but right now, every other Wednesday, they're doing comp plan with planning commission.
It doesn't have to be a Wednesday.
It doesn't have to be a Wednesday, we have to advertise it, but, it doesn't have to be a Wednesday.
just if she can get a drawing
Mhm.
for us, just something, like we're saying, this may look gorgeous, it's just to train the eyes to
What's
see it.
taken my, is all that red in the pictures, it's hard for me to,
No, I get it, yeah.
I think it's gonna blend in fine. I mean, looking at that and.
Can she just email it to Dave or to me, and then we'll just send it out to you, whatever picture she gets?
definitely.
We can start it as an email.
Okay.
If she wanted to email that to us,
Yes.
if we see that we need to get together at that point, we can do that via email. But if it has to be one of these 2 weeks in advance, it has to be advertised. We're trying to do an email, because I know they want to get going and do it, but we really would
No,
like
that's
to
not,
see.
I can get you one.
Okay, so we will table.
How about?
And I'm going to give you this because this, with everything that you have going on, I think that keeping it simple and classic, the lines, the less going, it'll make it less busy.
Invisible, it'll just.
It'll make it less invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, more invisible, I should
Yeah.
say.
Well, it's gonna really meet the street, you know what I'm saying? We've got several here and there on South Main that,
Because here's a picture of one that looks modern because of all the white draws your eye and it makes it, that's what I think.
It draws attention.
And it would be too much going on with the form,
And I think that because of the age and the period of the house, it's about, what, 1930s?
Yeah, I think it's like 100 years old.
Looks
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm thinking that, yeah, because you want it right too, and I know it's frustrating to get something you really want to roll, but we're really here to help you make sure
No,
that
I
you're
understand.
100% happy too. Hindsight's 50/50, whatever, yeah, so, yeah, I think good idea, Laura, you always have a good eye. Do you know Laura lives in Dr. Eschenberg's old house? Yeah, because you know that she,
I've been through all this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she knows
yeah.
better than I really, yeah.
And even looking, like that picture there, if you look at, it doesn't have the corner, like you're saying, the white
Yeah.
corner post.
Yeah, I just think that would be one other thing to take your eye. Whereas if you put it up and you can kind of make it blend.
There won't be any white trim. It would just.
But I mean, just even the line of that trim, well, you have to see this up close.
Oh, I see, I understand what you're saying.
But anyway, we'll look for the email, I guess.
Yeah,
well, I'll make a motion to, what do we want to say, not postpone, but, I'm sorry,
revisit.
what do what is it we say when we're gonna do it, we're not.
Terminology. Well, we're gonna revisit it when she
Table
comes back.
for an email, you know, meeting.
Well,
Well, you've got us on
I'm the
still.
oldest one sitting here, I think, now.
Say table it.
Yeah.
till we
No,
get
I
the
can't, we're
president.
not that far apart, I can't think of the word. Carolyn, what do I want, what do we
You can
want?
say table it until
Okay.
we receive the email.
Okay, I will make a motion on case number 4-3-24-05 for 312 South Main Street, that we table any decision until we receive the email from the applicant to Dave, and he sends it to us. And if we're able to do an email vote, we will, and if the chair feels that we need to have a meeting in person, then we will take care of that.
We have a second?
One second.
Second. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, so just email that to Dave. You can do it as soon as tomorrow?
Yeah, that's
Okay, we can keep going right on with it. Okay?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Let me give her this back.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next up we have 7 South Main Street. Come on up. Let's say, just introduce yourself and address, and then explain what you want to say.
Okay, my name is Lisa Butzler. I'm here on behalf of Tara Talbot, who could not make the meeting, and she is in the process of purchasing the existing business at 7 South Main Street. We both live at 5 Hamilton Avenue. And her application is to request that we update the name on the sign to the new business. And as it says on the application, it's going to remain the same location, same shape. We're just going to repaint it with the new name.
Okay.
I like it, I think it's pretty.
Thank you.
It says Arbor, is that going to be the back area?
No, there's no outdoor area.
I was just wondering.
It's just going to be a lot of plants and a nice atmosphere.
Has she been in this business before? Is there another prototype or something she did earlier similar to this, or is this a new venture?
She's been in the restaurant business in the front for 25 years of experience.
It's always interesting to know. I love to know about the new people that are coming.
Yeah, will it be a restaurant too?
Yeah, there will be food served, like fair tapas type of thing.
Like small plates.
Sandwiches, small plates. Mhm. And then the wine bar, and there will be a little bit of retail involvement too. So, yeah.
And what's the sign made of?
I believe it's wood, I'm sorry, it's the existing one hanging there, I didn't think to ask. It's the same sign company that made this one is going to remove it and redo it and put it back up for us.
Okay, any other questions, commissioners? Do you have anything else? Pretty straightforward.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second motion.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay.
All right,
See
thank you.
When's it opening?
Our target is May 1st.
Well, welcome to Berlin.
Thank you, we're looking forward to being part of the community, we love it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, any comments from the public? No one here, but quite a few people that were. All right, staff, you guys,
Nothing.
thanks for sitting in with us.
I got work done, I wouldn't have gotten done otherwise.
Commissioners, anything you want to add, anything to bring up?
I just have a question. The sign that we approved last week, there's an addition on it that says local art. Did we approve that too, or was that not on there? It's purple.
The rider, it looks temporary, it's just hanging on there, it's not
Oh.
drilled to it, so they can take it off and on.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I was like,
I saw it, I noticed it too.
I wasn't here, but I know what you all did, because I watched this meeting the next day.
Just curious, because
Yeah.
they just been approved, and I thought, it's got like another sign on it.
We welcome a new store.
I mean, not that I
Haven't
knocked
taken
them, they're trying to just draw it because it's into a new thing, but it just wasn't what we approved.
We welcomed a new business in town a couple Saturdays ago when it was pouring rain. The plant store, I can't think of the name. It's a mom and her daughter, and they're just lovely people. And oh my gosh, if you like plants.
I'm going.
Where is it, Carol?
It's down across from the lawn, from the oil and vinegar place.
Where Maria's place was.
Oh, okay, that's a big shop.
It's
Billy
beautiful.
Village,
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah, Village
Yeah.
Drive, Village, yeah.
Formerly a car
It's
dealership, shall I go back so far?
beautiful. So they're very
That's nice
happy to
to-
be in town. I guess they knew the prior renter who was ready to move on to something else, so that's it.
Brittingham, with that,
Yeah, Maria.
Maria, okay.
One thing, I had someone that brought it to my attention with the red trailer across the street from me. There's people with the red trailer. I was just gonna see if there was any update on that, but they've had it there for, it's the greenhouse that,
Remember, they came in this wonderful renovation that he'd gotten this big legal some cash, and it was beautiful what he showed us, how they were going to renovate the house, and they did the back and stopped.
and then there's been a
That was
trail.
Mr. Schultz's house.
Yes,
right?
right, it was
That
very
makes it
handsome,
sound weird.
how it was going to be done, they
Like that.
started it and never
Yeah.
completed. So that
It's
must be where
green,
she's
it's the
talking.
one that, the big magnolia tree, besides mine. They did that big renovation, it's green.
Yeah.
Next to the,
Like Hazard
wasn't
did.
this book
Yes.
factory?
Like
He
Hazard,
did.
Yeah, I know what
I
you're
should
talking
have
about.
taught your language. So that has had a red trailer sitting there for like 6 months
Time to go.
in the front yard.
I mean,
So
I'll call them.
I have
tomorrow.
somebody that said something to me about that, and then they also asked if the town trash cans would be replaced anytime soon.
The street cans,
Yeah,
they're working on it.
I thought
They're
so.
actively working on it.
I thought I heard that somewhere,
Yeah.
but that was like people just randomly saying stuff.
And the house on the end of Baker Street, close to Harrison, that has had that untitled, fallen down, rusted pickup in the driveway for a long time, and I know they've been contacted. They pulled it almost to the street, but it's full of wood and trash, and if you look on both sides, I mean, when you ride by, you can just see all.
Is that like a lumber yard back there? Looks like somebody's got a lumber
Well,
yard
yeah, but
going.
it's not. That's a really old home.
That bumps up to the railroad tracks there, that I know.
Wasn't that your
it is.
music
That's-
teacher at Stephen Gator's house? Sue, whatever her name was?
I don't know who
Back in
was.
Dandy's day, it was Sue and Carly Powell.
Oh, no,
No,
that,
not that.
no, Tom Simon and his wife bought that, and they do, they're next door.
Next
This
door.
is a
This is the
little,
end piece.
little house, yeah.
It's a beautiful little house.
It could be adorable.
It
but
could
the
be a
backyard is like a
beautiful-
little, it's like a lumber yard. He must be retired. No.
I don't know who lives here, but that pickup has been there for years.
Yes, I
and-
saw a man out in front of that the other day. Yeah.
And Carolyn, we need to know also, we really, really, really need to know, and this is worrying me, I don't need another worry.
No.
If Mr. Pitz's house, if they did something on that big back part where they pulled all the sucking off and it's just that raw wood there with all this rain. Dave, I know went over but I don't know if they've done anything. That's a worry to me because if all that wood, with all this rain, it's gonna come to the point that house is gonna have to come down and,
Which house is that?
it's Pitz's house on William Street.
Oh, Mr. Pitz's home is, okay.
But the back, there's when you,
The brick.
well, it's where the old brick, but the big part of the house, the back that you can't see from the road, they pulled all the siding off and they knew they were not supposed to.
Did
And
try
when
to
they were
repair
here,
something?
I asked it and they didn't know what happened, but.
This is the Mariner grandchildren, or the
Well,
heir- or the heirs?
No, Mr. Mayor that lives on Main Street owns the property.
Okay.
So I'm concerned about that. That's one of the oldest homes in this town. That's fallen down.
Same as
and
us.
It's heartbreaking.
Well, you know, I was on planning and zoning when Reggie bought that from the Pitts estate, and he got furious with the mayor and council for something he wanted to do with
Right, he wanted to do a
bed and breakfast back in the day, and he said, I'm never going to do a damn thing. And he was true to his word, and he walked out back in the 80s.
Yeah, and that, it's been 50-some years it sat
Yeah.
there, and the porch has fallen off and been pulled away.
Yeah.
Look, This is part of my childhood.
But I know when you care about Berlin, particularly Carol, for someone like yourself that was born and raised here, you all do, and the reason we sit up here is that we care about the character and that people stay true to their word, for lack of a better word. And it's disappointing any more than on South Main Street. That was a lovely home where Mr. Schultz, a teacher for years, lived. To let that just fall in disrepair, and I don't know why people buy old homes, I really don't. Because they're a lot of money and they're a lot of work and they need to do the research before they get into, every house is a lot of work.
I'm sorry, I have one question, and Carolyn, you might not be able to answer until Dave gets back. The shirt factory, the old shirt factory, that had the stop and falling down, do you know if he contacted them about?
I do not know.
Okay.
We gotta have that fixed too before we get this
Yeah,
in
because all
state
the
of
kids that are there and like all this windy weather, the stuff is just blowing off.
And then,
Yeah.
and then is there any word on Jonathan's building there that we approved?
Not yet,
Has he been going for permitting or anything like that?
not yet. I think BVF and.
Oh,
Carolyn, I want to put, Carolyn, one quick question while I was on the lumberyard made me think of, and you're going to have to help me this morning. The name of the street that comes off William Street, where Tukey Dennis lived, the side street there.
Oh, that's,
It's not Graham, it's.
no, it's where the doctors,
Right,
It was the same, he runs in front of the school.
what's the street at Apple Dragon?
Franklin?
Yes.
Franklin, thank you, you're right, newer than me, Franklin. The gentleman, I'll say, the man who bought that property behind, you talk about a lumberyard. Does he have a commercial license, I'm just curious, or does he trade as this is my residence?
No, Aaron McMullen is who you're talking about.
Mullins, yes.
Yes. He's a builder, but the property belongs to his father.
Who's in Canada or someplace?
Yes.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Because Aaron lives right on William.
He just uses it as a storage barn, as a Home Depot.
Because they're.
His own Home Depot. Gotcha. I mean, we've had this conversation for 20 years. I know since Tukey Dennis died, for a long time, that if I were in the neighborhood and I had somebody with a little Home Depot right in front of my residential street, I don't think it helps anybody's.
Is it the one with all the trucks?
It's
In the
in
front
Zen,
yard.
it's
Near
Zen.
the shirt, that used to be a t-shirt
Do
factory.
you know?
Is it done for what?
Is it Zen for him to do that? And that's
No, he's
You mean that's-
rebuilding, gonna
It's
rebuild
not-
that house and he's working on
I
it.
know which one.
And his residence
for
is right
20
on
or
William
30
Street.
years? Come on.
No, just recently started back on it, you know.
Well,
After
everyone felt
he
big
finished
about
working
it.
at, what is it, Forgotten 50, because he was there working at Forgotten 50. And
Okay.
then after they finished their project, then he went to trying to work on that property.
Which is his father's property.
So his father.
And everyone felt so sorry for him when his wife was dying with cancer and died, he was so pitiful and so young, et cetera. And then he just keeps marching around. Well, I guess we just need to keep our eye on him, see what his next project is. Because that's not, should be a business license on top of it, for sure.
Everybody else, is there anything else to bring up?
Okay.
Motion for adjournment?
I have a motion we adjourn.
I want to make a motion to adjourn. You make a motion? Second. Second, have a second. All in favor? If everybody wants to stay. All right.
Hang out.
Adjourn.
You're going to have wine here, so 40 to 60 people after that.
You want to stay?